when you want, Davi.
Okay.
Meow, meow. Davi.
Cool. Welcome back. All of you at home, if you didn't take a break, pause and take a break. Make sure you actually drink some water and prepare yourself to be feeling good and comfortable and present during the next segment. Yeah? Okay. So here we are. We're going to do some contact improv-y stuff. Yay. Cool. So before you do anything else, in a moment, I'm going to start to tell you to do things, right? The language I'm going to use is what I call simple executive commands, like everyone stand up, right? It's a command, but it's an invitation, okay? These are all invitations. Is it clear? I'm not forcing or desiring you to do anything that you don't want to do. If I say everyone stand up and you're feeling like, I really don't want to stand up, what you might want to do is just roll to that corner and be against that wall, because we're going to be doing standing up stuff over here, but you don't have to. There's like a behind the camera zone over there. So please feel free anytime to go over there. Meow? Meow? Cool, okay. Everyone, let's stand up. Yeah, great. Okay, little shakeout. Yeah, reset. Do you have the mic clipped onto you somewhere? Oh, perfect, yeah. Can I adjust your mic? Oh, no, on your shirt that doesn't work. Okay.
And I need to be quite silent, right?
No, it's really okay. Okay, that'll do it. Okay, cool. And now, that was like what we call up regulation. Now a little down regulation. You can give yourself a hug, give yourself a little massage, yeah. And so during this next segment, while I'm instructing, I'm gonna stand here and I wanna include Valda in the circle. So if most of you can be over here where I can see your eyes, some of you are very welcome to be back here, because I will also I'll be turning around sometimes to include you, right? Cool, this feels great to me. So in contact improvisation, one of the things that we do a lot is change the flexion of our spine. So in normal human movements, people are most of the time with quite a rigid spinal column, and we're really trying to be not. We're trying to be creatures, fluid, snaky, spirally. So be aware that you have the ability to move your spine in waves. You can think of this as front and back, what I'm doing here. Ooh. And you also can be doing side to side. My weight's actually shifting from side to side as I do this, right? And that there's also twisting. You can really twist. You can twist to the other side. You can twist with your arms up, or you can twist with your arms down. And as I'm twisting, what's happening is my arms are doing both clockwise or both anti-clockwise as they reach into the twist. And then when I pull my arms back in, they naturally will change to the other side. Now I'm doing both clockwise as I let them go through. Now I'm doing both anti-clockwise. So you may notice that most of the things that you do in your habitual daily life are both internal. And it's very rare that we actually do both external, right? This is not a thing you see people doing all the time, but this one you see all the time. And it's really helpful to start to break that pattern and to notice that when you do, also with your legs, I can do both to the right, I can do both to the left. And so combining this upper and lower body stuff, if I'm gonna turn in a circle, I might open my right foot to the right, and then I might also make my left foot turn to the right, and then again to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. And where do I put my foot? Wherever it feels like it should go, right? If I feel like it should go back there, but I put it there, I'm falling, right? So as you turn in a circle, try to slowly turn your feet from the femur bone, this big upper leg bone. It's turning. If your knee is bent, it looks like you're doing some sort of disco move, right? So I'm doing with my left external rotation, and then I'm letting my body weight over my left foot. And then I do internal rotation with my other foot. I put it down, I shift my body weight over there, and suddenly I have space to, again, externally rotate my left, internal right, external left, and then at some point I'll pause and I'll go the other way so I don't get dizzy. Internal left, external right. Everything now is going clockwise. Each time you put your foot down, you're gonna feel a little stretch in your hip. If you feel a lot of action in your knee, you need to bend your knee more and make sure that it's still tracking over your foot. So if I turn my foot this far, my knee better also go that far. Otherwise, if I turn my foot this far but my knee goes that way, ow. Right. So the tracking of your knees over toes, this is how you protect your knees. Everyone's got that?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, this floor is not particularly sticky. It's a little bit slidey, which is great. Some floors are way stickier. Carpet, super sticky. So we're gonna move through the space and let your legs lead the movement, and your arms will eventually follow. And each step you take, let it be sometimes behind you as well. You can include the possibility that you're literally going to step across the center line of your body. So when I put my right foot down, I don't put it down here on the right side. I put it here on the left side. So here, I'm just trying to kind of barely cross the center line of my body with each step. I can also step behind. Sometimes you might end up with the top of your feet on the ground. That's okay, especially when you reach behind. The top of the feet are a super good thing to touch to the ground, but you don't need to put your full body weight there. It's just to help you balance, and then, well, then you can use that foot. And you boop, boop, boop. Okay. Cool. Nice. Okay. These principles of footwork you're going to use for sure when you're trying to share weight with other people. The other thing you got to get pretty good at is what I call the wibble wobble. So notice, I'm never actually taking my feet off the ground. I'm just toe heeling until it's pretty wide, and then I'm bringing it back in. This will strengthen your ankles and your groin. So the idea is that, oh, I want to lift up my right foot, but if I do, I'm falling to the right side. But what if I were to toe heel in just a little bit, shift the weight to my left hip, now my right foot's free to move. And where is it going to go? Across. Yeah. Now, if you go directly across, it's the most direct path. It's faster. But if you go with a little bit of a like sweep, you cover a lot more ground. It's slower. But it will also, this direct path has a tendency to translate my mass in a linear way, whereas the sweeping one has a tendency to bring me into a spiral where I might not travel at all. So if you want to travel, then as you come to here, then yeah, take the direct path. And if you want to not travel, then as you shift your way here, you can let your upper body go first, and then the foot can follow. Notice the arms and the legs can counterbalance each other. Shoo! And now, whoa, there's so much power there. Yeah, nice.
I feel like you can also, with this move.
Yes, you can travel a lot, right?
Yeah.
For sure. Cool. Yes. So if you're getting dizzy, this indicates that your head, probably you're holding rigid while you're moving your body around. And so what happens is a little bit of this. This causes the water in your brain to really slosh around. What you'll notice is that I never get dizzy, and I spin all the time, because as I'm spinning, I'm weaving through the space like a snake. So as I spin, I'm doing some sort of counter spin with my head, and the water doesn't get stirred up like a glass. It's just more, yeah. So generally when I'm spiraling, either the head leads the movement or the head is the tail of the movement. But in either case, it's more vertical how it impacts my inner ear space, not this, yeah. This principle is much easier to experience somatically in water. So if you get a chance to do water dancing, I suggest you try it. It's super fun. We'll make some videos about water dancing too. Yeah. Okay, let's pause for a second. Okay, before you go down to the ground, the way you normally go down to the ground, don't do that. Just whatever is when I say, all right, now everyone let's lie down for a second, I want you to notice what your body instinctively does, pause, and then see if you can find some way to do it that includes a spiral. Yeah. Actually, first, default mode. Don't try to do things differently. Okay, everyone, let's lie down. Cool, okay. Great. Okay. And now reverse that. Try to reverse the movement completely and make your way back to your feet. Cool, okay. So maybe that was like a sort of linear way to do it. And now this time, find your way down to the ground and make your way into some sort of twisted up position on the ground, and we're gonna rest there for a minute. So let's go to the ground. Cool. Great. Find some place that's comfortable, and we're literally gonna just rest and don't do anything for about a minute. And now just breathing normally without any effort. Maybe your body makes sound or maybe not. Do nothing, just rest. The reason why this is really valuable is that when you don't do anything consciously, your brain will background process. It just repeats at a rapid rate of speed the ideas, concepts, and movements in your neurosemantic and your muscular network, the muscle memory, all the movements that you just did. While you rest and do nothing, your brain is replaying those at 40x. They did fMRI studies. It's pretty cool. So when you think, oh, I don't have time to rest, I'm too busy, resting is actually the most efficient thing you can do. Cool. So let's slowly find a way back onto your feet that makes use of some spiral in your body, and your hands might push the floor in some way. And as you come up, see if you can continue your momentum into some sort of turning, spiraling. Cool. Cool. Okay. And if again you could a little bit more gravitate towards that side of the room. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Next concept. This is foundational contact improvisation, is that the point of contact can either roll, like a soccer ball or a football rolls on the ground, or it can slide, like a bear scratching its back on a tree. With sliding, there's friction, which makes sound. And with rolling, it's silent, because there's no friction. This is the primary distinguishing feature. Now, if you have like a big, flat, broad point of contact, go ahead and like really like wrap yourself onto me. Right. So when we have this much contact, there's a ton of friction. So if I try to slide, no, I'm really sticking to him. If I try to slide, I'm just pulling his fascia, but like I can't go anywhere. Whereas if instead, if we are both of us kind of like back to back, and I'm shaping myself so that I only have just one point touching him, I'm trying to be the football, right? If I do this, I'm like on top of him and we're stuck. So my head and my hands are reaching away from my partner, and this creates a convex shape. With this convex shape, it rolls really easily. Or if you just pretend you're a statue for a moment, it also slides really easily. Now, I went all the way to the ground because I asked him to be rigid and still, which is exactly what he did. Thank you. It doesn't work. Your partner needs to be actively updating their position to support that you are sliding down. It's the same sort of movement that they would make if the point of contact was rolling down. But you, the one who's doing the sliding, you're doing something vastly different. So I'm going to model this. Can I share with you, Elena? Mm-hmm. So just with our hands, actually, rolling point of contact, if we touch and then we kind of like let it move to the outside, notice there's no friction. Now pause here for a moment. Let your arm go across to the other side of your body, and suddenly your shoulder is available. If I do this, I'm making a concave surface here. It's big, it's sticky. Yeah, so I'm going to define these terms. Convex, if I'm talking about from that side, convexity is like this. If you were to bump into it, it would be like running into a giant beach ball and kind of bouncing off of it. Concave is the opposite. You could climb in it and sit down and meditate. That's how I remember it. Buddhist monks go into the caves, they sit. Yeah, okay. But it's really difficult to enter into a giant beach ball. That's kind of impossible. Unless you can manage to get in through the hole, but like, I wouldn't suggest that. You would eventually suffocate. So let's take a breath. Shake it up. Yeah, so concavity and convexity are mathematical physics terms, right? But you can just think of it as, do I have a single point of contact or not? In order to have a single point of contact, you gotta be round. Which direction do you have to be round? It's away from your partner. And so as we move through this, I'm really listening to her. I'm updating my foot position all the time. And we can even kind of push each other. I'm like, I would actually like to go that way. She's yielding, she's walking, and now if she decides, no, I'm done with that, she's moving back towards me, and I'm allowing myself to change my shape so that we're all the time dynamically updating our foot position and our body shape. So look how much I'm doing with my head and my hands, right? So, thank you. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna do this now with a partner. Don't worry too much about doing it perfectly, because you won't anyway. And your partner is gonna give you feedback. So if we're doing this thing, and I, for example, start to reach my hands and my head towards her, she can be like, she'd be like, ooh, I don't feel the single point of contact. Or she might even say, reach your head away from me, or reach your hands away from me. By the way.
More round, more round.
By the way, when you bravely and courageously tell your partner what to do, there's a risk that they might think that you're bossy. They might not like it. Or that's just in your head. One of those two things is true, right? So notice if you're like, I want to give feedback, but I don't want to give feedback. Give the feedback, and you can give it either as a direction, or if you're working with someone who's a bit more sensitive to criticism, you can make requests. Or you can share your feelings. I feel unsupported. I feel, let's try again. You know, there's so many ways to navigate it, but you just got to do something. The only thing that doesn't work is to keep doing the exercise while you're thinking to yourself, I'd really like to communicate something, but you don't actually communicate it. The gap between a desired communication and an actual communication is frustrating. You will frustrate yourself. It's irritating. It's also distracting. So let's check that out. Yeah, cool.
I would like to include the invitation already.
Yeah.
Can I? I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah. She's taking my invitation to give me feedback right now. She has one
I
clipped
have
on.
one here. No, I mean for choosing partners, which is a big part of Playfight.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah?
Can I first ask you, can you mention the 3 things you suggested as a request, adjustment, or you mentioned?
The 3 ways to do it.
Yeah.
So you can just give direction, like move your head,
Okay, yeah.
right? That's a command.
Yeah.
But again, if everyone here understands that commands are suggestions, then you're safe to do it.
Okay.
The other would be a request. Hey, could you possibly move your head? Would it be okay with you if we, right? You can soften your language so that it seems to them not a command.
I actually prefer that myself.
Right.
I noticed.
Yeah? You'll figure out when you're working with partners, if you give a command and they don't like it, then don't do it again. The third option would be more of a nonviolent communication. I feel unsupported. Well, unsupported is a judgment, but like
So it
basically,
could be like,
speak from your own experience. Be like,
I notice I'm afraid of falling.
Be like, oh, it's too much for me. It's too much for me. Oh, thank you. That's better. Or like, can you meet me more strongly? Or I don't feel you. I don't feel your weight. That's actually a really nice one. Now I feel it. Great. So if somebody says to you, I don't feel your weight, you can translate that in your head to, oh, either my body shape or my foot positioning is not supporting that my weight goes into their feet. They're not feeling it. Now, it could also be that they're fucking it up and you're doing it perfectly. It could be one of those 2 things, right? You don't know. So you might need to just take their feedback, try updating something. If that still doesn't work, then you invite them to try updating something. It's a collaboration. I really want you to feel like you can coach each other and receive coaching from each other.
And if you notice that you're getting activated by that, which happens to me a lot.
And let's actually,
you're giving me feedback. Yes, you're giving
we
me
are
feedback.
activated right now. Let's model what happens. So I just told you to do something and you're not taking it. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to hold hands and co-regulate for a minute?
Yeah, I want to
That's
breathe
great.
a bit.
Right. You just find a way to connect that feels good to you. I actually would love a hug. Are you up for it?
No, not yet.
Okay, thank you.
It's like, I'm a bit
Yeah.
irritated. Like,
Yeah, when she's this irritated, offering the hug, if there's hesitation on her side, it's really not a good idea to do it. Yeah. I invite all of you to co-regulate with somebody who's nearby. And then after you've regulated, you don't need to talk more. You can just be like, let's try again. And this time it might be slower and more sensitive, and you might be updating your foot positioning a little more actively. And now I'm shaping my spine differently, and it moves the contact point down to the hip. So you really can move in slow motion like you're in water. Yeah.
whoop.
And sometimes you travel together, and sometimes you pause. And in the moments of pause, you might eventually feel like you're falling together. And like whatever direction it feels like you're falling, you can just go that direction, reposition your feet to stop the fall. Now I feel like we're falling that direction. I can reposition my feet. And we might even merge with another group for a moment, like we can fall towards them. And when we're close enough, I'm pressing against him. If he presses back against me, now we're sharing a little bit of weight. Right? It can happen through the arms also. I can merge into their group. This happens in jams all the time. You just bump into somebody and then you're dancing with them too. I usually follow what I'm sensing, and I don't make a lot of invitations, and I certainly don't try to create big, complex movements. Those will arise out of gravity, basically. So I'd like you all to start doing this practice with a partner. And I'm going to keep talking while you practice. I'll come and I'll give individual coaching as well. So Elena was going to say something about finding the right partner. So go ahead and find the right partner. Yep. And if you're not happy with your partnership, then you can always be like, I don't feel comfortable doing this exercise right now. You can always go to the wall and drink some water. One of the facilitators will go check on you if you go sit down on the side by the wall probably, just to see that you're okay. And that's also a moment that whoever you were working with is going to change partners. And actually, would you go work with Yana? Thank you. Awesome. So remember, the key is keep some tension in your core, and your feet should be super close together, close to each other, but really far away from your partner. Yeah. So, nice. Okay. So I'm noticing a phenomenon that I want to point out to help all of you. So just pause for a moment. And could the two of you come like here in the middle? So I'm going to help you, Micah, with your foot positioning. So keep doing the thing. Like pretend that I'm not watching you, right? Now I want you all to see how her knees are in front of her feet, right? Now this foot was momentarily, yeah, that's a good position to push him from, all right? Yeah, that's a good position to push him from, right? But this is not, right? Now it's better. If your knees are in front of your ankle, there's like a zigzag, but you actually would like there to be a line from your foot to your knee to your hip to the other person, which definitionally means if they move, you will fall. That's weight sharing. They're doing it. Yep. Yeah, great. Put your feet even closer together. So only one foot at a time is really bearing weight. Pick which one it is and move the other one to be super close to it. Yeah, nice. Ah, that's way better. Cool. Check your knees, Neil. Get them closer to Joanna than your feet are. Yep, so every time you put your foot down, both of you, put it down further away from the other person. Right now your knee is in front of your toes. Right, so your foot positioning, great. And now pull your belly in. Yeah. And just take more frequent steps. More frequent step, pivot, pivot. Yep. Cool. Yep. Awesome. Cool. So, most of you are doing right now rolling point of contact. I invite you to occasionally find a way to slide. And when you are sliding, say slide. So your partner is aware that you're sliding. Slide. Yes. Now, slowness is so valuable right now. So let's just take a pause for a moment. Come all the way to stillness, right? Try to find a weight sharing position where you're just balancing, but you're not doing anything else, yeah? Cool. Now, check that you have, so you guys are not actually sharing weight right now. Now you're doing it, Joanna. You got to update too, Neil. Update. Change something. Yeah, there. Yeah, cool. And Joanna, move your feet forward. Core tension, tail tuck. Good. Neil, feet closer together. If you could have both your feet like here. Trust her. Yeah. And now, for him to trust you, you gotta put your feet further away. Yep. You're too slidey. You might want to go barefoot for this, actually. Yeah. Okay. So here's a really good point. My socks are kind of sticky, but hers are super slidey. Different materials really do have different friction coefficients. So if you're wearing socks and it's not working, especially if you're wearing socks but your partner's not wearing socks, it's not really a fair fight. So don't hesitate to change your setup in order to have a better outcome. That's a general lesson. If it's not working with your current setup, your clothes, your socks, whatever, then change. Yeah. We're going to shift partners now, so everybody say thank you to your partner. And go find another partner to have a similar exploration of weight sharing. Yeah. And if it's not working, if it doesn't really feel supported, you can always call me over also, and I can try to help you with your positioning. Yeah. Keep more core tension. Really like suck it in, yeah. All right. With this sort of height difference, it's gonna be like your bum and her ribs, right? So your upper body is actually, can you follow my physical guidance? Yeah, now Clara, can you also shape yourself? You feel how now you have a point of contact here? Great. So now you can both inch your feet a little bit further away from your partner. Now you're sharing some weight. Well, you feel you're really leaning on her now. Right, and you, if you were to like reach your arms up a little bit and you hinge a little bit more from here, you feel like you can give her more. Now your knees are right over your feet. What if your foot was a little further forward? You gotta take your socks off, I'm sorry. They're super slidey, yeah. Okay, yeah, take a break. Yeah, take a 2-minute break, yeah. Okay, I'll work with you. So, try to have one point of contact that you're both super aware of what that point is. Right now it's my rib cage, right? But if I do this, now we have 2 points of contact, right? I don't want to jump from one to the other. When we're up here, rather what we would do is we would like slowly roll it down until we get to here. Cool. So I want you to find a way to kind of push me so that I have to walk. But pick one part of your body. I can't tell which part. Yeah, that part. Great. Cool. Okay. Yeah. Now I feel 2 again. There we go. So, now I feel 2 again, right? Having just 1 point of contact, it really requires intentional body shaping. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Cool. I'm a banana. I am a banana. Cool. Yeah. Check your knees, right? So your feet are so wide, it won't work. You need your feet almost touching each other. You too, Micah. Your feet almost touching each other. You see how now I can pick up one or the other? And I can really push with either foot towards my partner. Yeah. Go ahead and try to dominate each other a little bit more. You're both so afraid of hurting each other. Stop it. Really? Yes. You started doing it. Yes. Good. Okay, everybody, stop being so afraid of hurting your partner and try to push them across the room with one part of your body. Push them. Okay. And the other person yield until you don't want to anymore and then push back. Cool. Okay. Here's another basic principle. Your head should be, if you're in connection with your hips, your head is reaching up towards the ceiling. You see how my right side hip is lifting towards her and my spine is arcing up? If I do the opposite like this, I lose the strength in the hip. So it's here, yeah. Now, when the contact point moves up to our rib cage, we start by tilting the hips, right? And I get to here, and now, look, now my head and my hands are arcing towards the wall. There's quite an opposite thing. Let's bring it down towards our hips again. Yeah. And as soon as I feel my bum connecting to you, I reverse the curvature of my spine. So this is like yoga. This is chair pose. Your head, your hands, they're up. As I turn to the side, my hips are still connected to her. Perfect. So at the beginning you were collapsing and then you found the like supported position, right? Yeah. Cool. So just be ready, be prepared, thank you, to at any time lift up or lower down the part of your hip that is touching your partner. Some part of your hip, if it's touching your partner, that includes your tail, lift up that part. And make sure that then your head is eventually reaching up towards the ceiling. And when the contact point is here in the midsection, the whole body makes a sort of banana shape. Awesome. Great. Okay, let's rotate partners again. So say thanks to your partner and then find somebody new. Mm-hmm. Yep. And keep that energy of...
Nope. Can you come here?
Stay. It's good.
Can I give you some feedback?
Of course.
I feel this. And what makes me feel like safe that I can lean on you is if you give me your
Yeah.
weight, which comes from
Kneel.
here, not from.
Take a pause for a minute.
Could we start
You
with the
have
hip
a
maybe?
habit
Like that you just lean on me
having your
and I
legs
lean
this
on
far
you.
apart. I can't actually shift my weight
Cool.
easily from one side to the
Thank
other.
you. This really
unless
works
my
much
feet
better
are
for
kind
me.
of this close together. So I'd like you to really
you for
imagine
showing
that
the
you
way.
have a rope
Too fast.
tying your feet together, and that you all the
For me,
time
the
have
idea,
to
like,
have
what
one
makes me
foot that is
really
the
feel
primary
like, oh, I
foot. So
can
be
do
like,
this
right now it's my
is
right
if
foot. My
there's
left foot is, where
a
is it
point
going to
of
go?
contact
Oh, it goes
everywhere.
there.
If I
But
want to
it's
go
not
from here
super
to
far
here,
away.
like everywhere in between.
Okay,
Because
take
if
that
it goes
in
like
and see what
this,
happens.
then I have no clue what happens in
Take
between.
it slowly.
Close
Slowly,
together
and
your feet.
also
Close
that
them.
every
Good.
time we change, we roll around. That there's
Good.
like now we went from here to here.
Awesome.
But can you find a point of contact?
Let your arms
also
be more
here
alive.
and
They
here?
will change the
Yeah,
shape
so your body
of your
changes
shoulder.
shape.
Yeah, nice.
And a slow. And then now you're not giving me weight. See, I'm falling on you.
Okay.
So in the point of contact that we have together, can you pour your
Pause,
weight?
Pause. Your feet are outside your hips right now. Right. Now that they're close together, can you also bring them towards me? Yeah. Right. More. And now, can you also round yourself here?
Woohoo!
Yeah. And now you see this line from here to here? If your foot was like more here, you should be able to push her better from there, right? You push, try to walk backwards. Yeah. Right. Now, what you're doing right now is very linear. If you turn to one side or the other, that eventually you'll be making contact more with, the side. And now your feet can go pushing into the ground using the muscles in your ankles. And you're going to get a workout on your ankles that you normally don't do. So if you start to feel tired somewhere in here, that means you're doing it right. Yeah, it's much better already.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Great. Okay, fun. Let's take a pause. So, stay with the same partner. I'd like you to do an exploration where you just slide as much as you can. So rather than rolling, and don't even worry about weight sharing so much, just find all the different ways that you can slide. Here's a hint. It involves resisting what your partner is doing. If they're going in this direction, your vector should be equal and opposite to theirs so that you can just pass by each other. And with more weight sharing, it's much more difficult. With less, it's easier. So go ahead and slide on each other now.
What did you mean?
You do some movement. Okay. Notice I'm sliding.
Can you show some another part of body?
Yeah.
Can you still give me weight?
Sliding, 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 sliding.
Sliding is not rotation, that is sliding. Like it just... But
Slide.
Can you show, like if you will slide, what is sliding?
We are sliding already this whole time.
All time. But like if
Now-
you do rotation, it's sliding too.
Sliding is the relationship between two skins.
Okay.
Yeah?
Like for
So
example,
sliding,
you showed me this
sliding,
slide.
sliding, yes. And now
wait.
rolling. Ready? Rolling. And sliding, sliding, sliding.
Would you like to try to slide?
Sliding.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Would you like to try to
Sliding.
slide on me?
Sliding, sliding, sliding.
Yeah.
You feel the difference.
For example, here it's
Sliding, yes.
Wait.
I got you.
Even more. Can you make yourself into a curve? Where this point of
Ask your brain to take a rest
okay.
and just practice. Trust me.
curvy.
She'll help you. You don't need to understand it. Really. Allow that you don't understand it yet. You'll have a physical understanding of it.
Nice. So.
If it makes a sound, it's sliding. If it makes a sound,
Yeah.
it's definitionally sliding, unless the sound is this.
Then it's hit.
But you shouldn't have impact because you're already touching your partner. You can't run into something that you're already touching. But you could run into them with a different part of your body. If you suddenly bring your head towards them, you might knock heads. This is why we're reaching our heads
Like say, I
up
have this
and
impression
away,
you keep
but
catching
never
your own
towards
weight.
our partner.
Like when you put your feet under you, then you cannot pour weight on me anymore.
Cool. Okay.
It's easier if you keep pushing me, basically, with part of your body. With your weight, more than with your muscles. Maybe it's nice to change one more time.
Let's
for
do
the
one more
experience.
partner switch.
So
So
you get
again, say
experience
thank you
with
to your
different
partner.
skins and-
Find a new partner.
Thank you.
So same exercise, combine all of it. Sometimes you're rolling, sometimes you're sliding. You're definitely sharing weight most of the time, but how much weight you share, it changes a lot based on what you sense in your partner and based on your foot positioning. So I'd like you to just play for a few minutes. Talk to each other as much as you need to. Yeah, and I'll be watching and giving feedback based on what I see.
Can you give me a little bit more of your weight? Yeah. It feels steadier like this. And it doesn't have to be resting on me, but like this. It's like you push me back, then I can lean
So
on
what
you.
you're discovering right away is that when I give weight to you, it's a lot. So if you want to meet me, you will have to reposition your feet quickly. Now I want you to really imagine that like there's a brick wall and it's falling and there's a baby and you need to save the baby by wedging yourself in against the wall. Go ahead and do that now. Wedge yourself in. Great. Now we're sharing weight. Cool.
We
Amazing.
go back to the hips, maybe?
Oh, so much better. Cool. Now, this shape that you made there wouldn't support the wall, would it? Like, right, you're supporting the wall. Make sure that as you turn, that you're still wedged in,
Can you push me
right?
back?
Yeah, nice. So you got to get your head out of the way somehow. Can you swim through, right? Now, when your arm is down like this, it kind of gets in the way. If you take your arm up over your head and you keep your feet moving, you can pass through. Great. Really nice. Good job. Yeah.
Push me.
Let's slow down.
Booby.
Play with the shapes.
It's really nice,
Your
actually.
spine, your shoulders, your shoulder blades. Cool. Now I feel there's a collapse happening.
And here, see,
You're making
like,
a shape that
actually,
wouldn't support a wall.
If you get away,
Right?
yeah. If you get away, I
You need
held
your
my
energy
weight.
to actually go
not
up.
giving you
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. The connection from the ground
Is the compression
should
okay?
be arcing
With your breast?
Whereas if I do this, my weight is dumping down. Right. Nice. Fabulous. Yeah. I'm going to swap out for a second. Actually, why don't I take one of them and you work with the other one? Yeah, come with me. Neil's taking a short like observation break. He's okay. Yeah.
Do you want?
We'll work you in a second. Yeah. Nice.
Are you okay going with me?
Yeah, sure.
Great. Cool. All of this now is rolling. We didn't slide very much yet, but now if you resist me, you go up, sliding. Now you go down, sliding. It's different quality. Stand up, sliding. Now rolling again. It's okay that it's unclear. It's fine. It's fine. We can talk later. Right now I want you to just try to do. Good, yeah, sliding. Yeah, that's sliding, cool. Yeah. What's the purpose? Now we have totally different shape. We can explore something totally different here. Woo. Cool. Nice. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So let's take a pause. Say thank you to your partner. Have a moment to co-regulate, possibly. So what you'll notice is that exploration is very physical. It's hot. We're all warm now. Your muscles are working. You're rubbing your skin against other people. Already, there's a sort of aggression, a little bit of a fighting energy inside of the weight sharing practice. It's really necessary to be unafraid of hurting your partner. But at the same time, sensing if the thing that you're doing is causing them to collapse. And if it is, then you back off a little bit. If you're doing something and you sense that your partner is growing to meet you, then you continue. So it's really about trying, sensing, and adapting to what you sense. But don't be afraid to try. If I want to give weight to Elena, will you walk towards me? As she's walking towards me, I'm really going to fall into her. My feet are super far away. We're sharing a lot of weight. Quite a lot. It's very comfortable for me to share this much weight. Actually, it's really nice for my, getting a little massage here behind my left shoulder blade. It's great. And I can actually massage it just by mobilizing it. See what my arm's doing? This is my way of touching Elena with my shoulder blade. Yeah. So we're going to shift now into more play fighting, and remember all of these principles that we already talked about, bring them into the play fight, and think of the fighting as a dance. Maybe a competitive dance, maybe not. Okay.
And for that, I would just like you to choose another partner. We're gonna go right back in.
Yeah, so choose a new partner, and then direct your attention to Elena.
Thank you.